and welcome back to my channel, and I'm back again with another video, and this time it's a savory recipe. I'm pretty sure my sister Sarah will be more than happy to know that today because she was saying you've got too many sweet recipes, so here I am making you a savory one for a change, and it's a chicken quiche recipe. Again, got inspired by the bake-off, so I'm going to show you how to make that. So I've got some plain flour that I've already measured out with a little bit of salt. I've got unsalted butter here, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to make the base first. So I'm going to mix the butter into the flour, and then once that's done I'm going to add a little bit of water just to get the dough to come together. Okay. Okay, so the dough has come together now, and what I'm going to do next is I'm going to just, you don't need to really mix it that much. I'm going to wrap it in cling film and then place it in the fridge for half an hour to chill, and in that time you can make your filling. So I'm going to make chicken tikka flavored quiche. I know it's unconventional, it's not your normal quiche. But I've already got some chicken that I had left over from yesterday, and I didn't want to waste that, so I'm going to use that. But you guys, if you don't have it, you can just make your own chicken filling whilst the dough is resting in the fridge. And then just make sure that your chicken is cooked and cold as well before you add it to the dough. So for now, this is done, and it's going to go in the fridge for half an hour, and I'll show you the next step. So the dough has been in the fridge for 30 minutes and it's nicely chilled. And what I'm going to do now is I'm going to roll it and then put it in the quiche tray. So I'm just going to add a bit of flour on there and here. You're just going to try to roll it bigger than your quiche tin. So this is the one I'm using. I bought it especially for this YouTube video, and it was only £3 from Asda. Because normally I use my glass one, and this one is one of those where you can just lift it up like that. So if you're looking for a quiche tin, just go and check it out in Asda, if you've got Asda local to you, or anywhere else really, whatever you want. So I'm just going to roll this, and then I'm going to add it to there. Okay, you just need to roll out the pastry bigger than your tin. I could have gone a bit bigger here really. But try to really press it down to the edges. And I've buttered the quiche tin as well. I forgot to mention that earlier. Just make sure it's well buttered, so it's easy, so you can easily remove it once it's cooked. So the pastry is there. I'm just going to prick it a few times with a fork. And don't worry about these extra bits of pastry that's sticking out. We're going to, cut them off at the end. So what's going to happen now is I'm going to put this back in the fridge to chill for another 20 minutes. And then we're going to add, we're going to blind bake it and then add the fillings and cook it again. So just pop it back in the fridge now for 20 minutes. So the pastry has been chilling in the fridge for about 20 minutes. And we're going to blind bake it now. So we're going to put some foil over it. If I can open this. Okay. Oh. So this plate. Some foil and then get some ceramic baking beans. Pop them on. If you haven't got ceramic beans, you can use raw rice, because I suppose everybody's got rice at home, isn't it? So just use rice instead. I'm just gonna do this. Again, don't worry about trimming this bit here. We'll do this afterwards, not yet. Okay, so this is ready now to go in the oven to be blind baked for about 20 minutes in gas mark 170 degrees fan oven. And then once that's done, after 20 minutes, we're going to remove the beans and then I'll show you what to do afterwards, okay? Okay, so pastry has been in the oven for 20 minutes, blind baking. We're going to remove the baking beans. Pop them to the side for now. And I've got some eggs here, which we're going to use as part of the filling. So I'm just going to brush a little bit of the base of the pastry with some egg. In here I've got 5 eggs, and I'll show you what else goes in this filling, but I'm just going to use some of the egg. Because we've made, we've pricked the base with a fork. Obviously it's got holes at the bottom of it, so we need to make sure that that's sealed. That's why we're using an egg, to make sure that that's sealed so that any filling that you add doesn't leak. So, okay, so that should be okay. And then just back in the oven for about 5 minutes or so. So whilst the pastry is back in the oven, I've got 5 eggs here. I'm just going to show you this quickly. I've got 5 eggs, and in here I've got some double cream and milk. I'll link all the measurements in the description box below for you guys. So just put that in there. Add some salt and pepper to your taste. Just give it a little mix. Pretty much like a custard really, isn't it? It's like a savoury custard when you're making quiche. And you can literally add any filling that you want. And like I said earlier, I'm using chicken that I had left over from yesterday. But you can just keep it vegetarian by adding like onion, cooked onion, so like cheese and onion flavour. What else can I have? You can have like salmon, broccoli, anything that you want you can add to the dish. Okay, so that's ready. I'm going to transfer this back into here so it's easier for me to pour onto the quiche. Okay, just still waiting for the pastry to come out of the oven. Okay, so the pastry is out of the oven again. This is a little bit of a faff to be honest, you know, but it seems like it is, but it's not really. You know, once you get the hang of it, it's quite straightforward. So we're going to add the fillings now. I've got some cheese here. I'm just using regular cheddar cheese. Just going to add this to the bottom. I cut it about this bit here, to be honest. I should have rolled it out a little bit more. You add cheese, you also add some chicken. You don't need a lot of chicken, so I've only got a little bit here from our leftover. I just shredded it, but you can add anything that you want. You don't need a lot of it. I think we like it quite cheesy, so I'm gonna add a bit extra cheese. Okay, and then just the egg and cream mixture that we made earlier. Just gonna pour that all over. Oh no! I knew this was going to be a mistake here. I knew it. Oh, never mind. It'll still taste good though. And once it's in the oven, it will set. Let's put that there. And now we can just trim the edges if you want. Or we can leave it till the end. I think I'm going to trim the edges at the end actually. I'm going to put this back in the oven to cook for about 30 minutes on a low heat. And then I'll show you once it's cooked. Okay, so the pastry is out of the oven. I've taken it out of the tin as well. The quiche, sorry. I'm just going to cut a wedge. Show you what the inside looks like. And the pastry there. There you go. And this is a chicken quiche all done.